Basta kay Sir Rojan, ibang klase. Let's go! Okay, welcome ulit sa ating klase. So, sa video na to, pag-uusapan naman natin kung paano natin ina-allocate ang joint cost. So, sa previous video natin, diniscuss natin yung basic concepts ng joint costing. Pero ngayon, paano nga ba natin ina-allocate ito at kung ano-anong mga methods ang pwede natin gamitin? Okay? Sige, let's go! So, pag mag-allocate tayo ng joint cost, meron tayong tatlong methods. So, lagay ko muna dito, allocating joint costs. Yan. So, depende yan sa preference ng company kung ano yung kanilang gagamiting methods. Pero theoretically, may tatlong methods tayo ng pag-allocate ng joint cost. So, una, tawag natin dyan is physical measure allocation. Physical measure allocation. Dito sa method na to, ina-allocate ang joint cost base sa mga physical characteristics ng joint products. For example, ang gagamitin ay kung ilang tonelada ang na-produce. Ang gagamitin ay ilang pounds, ilang units ang na-produce. So, hindi mo tinitingnan yung sales value ng bawat product, kundi yung quantity or yung physical characteristic. Okay? Halimbawa, hahatiin natin ang joint cost base sa dami ng na-produce sa bawat product. So, yun yung magiging basis ng allocation mo. Physical characteristics. Yan. Yung pangalawa, ang tawag natin sa method na yon ay sales value at split of allocation. So, sales value at split of allocation. Yan. So dito sa method na to, ina-assign mo yung joint cost sa mga joint products base sa relative sales value at split off point. So titingnan mo dito yung mga sales value niya. Sales value at split off. Yan. Ito ay base sa production pa din, hindi ito base sa sales. So yung total units produced para dun sa bawat joint product, i-multiply mo yung sales price niya, tapos yun ang makukuha mong sales value ng bawat product. Tapos yun yung gagamitin mong pang-allocate based on sa prorata na lang. Okay? So, dapat lahat ng joint product saleable at split off point. Okay? Yan. Next, yung pangatlo, tinatawag natin siyang approximated net realizable value at split of allocation. So, net realizable value or NRV at split of allocation. Dito sa third method, yung approximated NRV at split of, ina-assume natin na lahat ng joint products ay ipaprocess further. Therefore, magkakaroon siya ng additional processing cost beyond split of point. So ngayon, bakit ba siya pinaprocess further? Kasi minsan, hindi pa ganun ka-marketable. Although saleable na siya, pwede na siyang ibenta. Kaya lang, hindi pa siya marketable. Kaya ang ginagawa ng ibang companies, ipaprocess pa siya further para tumaas ang marketability ng bawat product. So, si NRV at split of allocation, ang gagawin natin sa kanya, yung bagong sales price, ima-minus mo yung additional processing cost para makuha mo yung kanyang adjusted sales value. So, yung final price niya, final price after further processing, ileles natin yung additional processing cost. Okay? Yan. Para makuha mo yung adjusted sales price or sales value. Adjusted sales value. Yan. So ito yung common no na mga allocating methods. We have physical measure allocation, sales value at split of allocation. Yung number two, hindi natin pinapansin yung mga further processing cost kahit na siya ay na-process further. Kung gagamitin mo yung sales value at split off, ang gagamitin mo is yung kanyang sales value at split off. So kahit na siya ay na-process further, ignore mo yon kasi ang gagamitin mo yung sales value niya at split off. Yung number three, ah i-consider mo yung further processing costs. So yung final price ng mga products less further processing, makukuha mo yung adjusted sales value. So yun ngayon yung gagamitin mo para i-allocate yung joint cost. So para mas maintindihan natin, unahin ko munang i-discuss itong physical measure by answering a problem. So ito muna tayo ha. Tapos yung number two, number three, separate video na lang natin yun para at least ay hindi masyadong mahaba yung ating lecture video. Okay? Sige, start tayo. So meron tayo ditong problem. Basahin ko muna. Harry Poultry started processing 10,000 tons of chicken during the month. Approximately 10% of the tonnage started will become a byproduct to be used as fertilizer pellets. Thus, the 10,000 tons of chicken results in 9,000 tons of three joint product output. So, sabi daw dito, si Harry nag-process ng 10,000 tons of chicken, pero hindi lahat yun ay nagiging joint product. Kasi meron daw nagiging byproduct. So, kumbaga, may 10% tayong gagawing fertilizer na lang. Kasi hindi siya kayang gawing joint product. So, from 10,000, magiging 9,000 na lang yung napunta sa ating mga joint products. So, itong 9,000 na yan, 3,800 ay sa chicken breasts, 2,400 sa ground chicken, tapos 2,800 sa whole chicken. So ito yung joint product ni Harry. So yung chicken, ginagawa niyang chicken breasts, ginagawa niyang ground chicken, at ginagawa niyang whole chicken. So yun yung mga joint products natin. Tapos may 1,000 toneladang byproduct. Ang joint cost ni Harry, nung na-produce niya itong mga joint products, is 5,400. So ito yung i-allocate natin. Other information about each product are provided below. So, meron tayong sales price at split off, marketing cost when sold per ton, separate cost per ton is if processed further, and then final sales price per ton if processed further. So ngayon, ang uunahin muna nating gamiting method is physical measure allocation. Yan. So pag gagamitin nyo itong method na to, hindi mo papansinin lahat ng given information. Ang papansinin mo lang dyan kung ilan yung kanyang na-produce. So ano yung tingnan natin? Yung 3,800, 2,400, at 2,800 tons. So kasi physical measure tayo so based on quantity. Okay, in this case, tonelada yung quantity natin. So there's two ways to answer this. Una, yung joint cost mo divided by total quantity of joint products. So in this case, 5,400 pesos divided by 9,000 tons. So ibig sabihin, ang isang tonelada gumagastos ng 600 pesos per ton. Yan na yung pamumultiply mo sa ating quantity. So halimbawa, ito yung breast, ito yung ground, tapos yung whole, tapos ito yung mga tons niya. Okay? So meron tayong 3,800, 2,400, tapos 2,800. So total of 9,000. So joint cost per ton, you have 600 pesos, 600 pesos, and 600 pesos. So multiply lang natin yan. 3,800 times 600, meron ka dyan 2,280. Yan. So total allocated joint cost. Total joint cost allocated. So you have 2,280,000. And then 2,400 times 600, you have 1,440,000. For whole chicken, 2,800 times 600, we have 1,680,000. So ang total dapat niyan equal sa ating joint cost. That should be 5,400,000. So just to check, I-compute natin 2280 times plus 1440 plus 1680. Ayan. So total of 5,400,000. So ibig sabihin, ito na yung joint cost na inallocate natin per product. Okay? Yung isa namang way, no, kukunin mo yung percentage ng bawat product. So ulitin natin, ito yung si breast, ito yung si ground, ito yung si hull. So again, tan 3,800, 2,400, 2,800. So that's equal to 9,000. Then kunin mo yung percentage niya. So yung percentage, i-divide mo yung bawat quantity do sa total. So meaning to say, 3,800 divide 9,000, meron ka dyang 42%. 2,400 divide 9,000, 27%. Ito nga lang ay hindi ka-equal. 2,800 divide 9,000, you have 31% for a total of 100%. Tapos yung total joint cost allocated, ganun ulit. Mumultiply mo yung bawat percentage. So ang gagawin ko, idediretso ko na. So 3,800 divide 9,000. Again, diretso nyo na times 5,400. So para sumakto tayo. So 2,280,000. 2,400 divide 9,000 times 5,400. So that's 1,440. And then 2,800 divide 9,000 times 5,400 is 1,680. So, dinereksyon na natin yung pag-multiply para wala tayong decimal. So, total again is 5,400,000. Okay? So, yan yung unang method natin, yung physical measure annotation. So, kung kukumpitin mo naman yung gross profit per ton sa bawat product, di minus mo na lang dito yung ating joint cost. Diba ang computation natin ng gross profit is sales less cost of goods sold equals gross profit, diba? Kung halimbawa, wala namang ibang cost, kundi joint cost lang ang part ng cost of goods sold, ibig sabihin, pwede mo nang i-minus directly para makuha mo yung gross profit at split of per product per ton. So, i-minus mo na lang yung 600 sa bawat sales price niya. So, minus 600, minus 600, and minus 600. Kasi pare-pares na silang 600 eh. Kasi ito, kung kukunin mo yung per unit, kasi ganito ang ginawa mo, yung naka-percentage, di-divide mo siya sa total quantity. 3,800, 2,400, 2,800. So, supposed to be, dapat yan ay tig 600. Kasi pantay-pantay sila eh. Yan. So, just to check, you have 2,280 divide 3,800. Yan, so 600. 1,440 divide 2,400. So 600. 1,680 divide 2,800 is 600. So ito ngayon yung ating joint cost per ton kada isa. No? So ito, sales price at split off per ton. So 2,800, 1,800, and 1,200. Then para makuha mo yung gross profit per ton, per product, minus natin yung joint cost. Kasi ito nga yun. Yan. So 2,800, kung gusto niyo, multiply natin sa kanyang quantity. Pero ganoon din naman lalabas dyan. Okay, so 2,800 minus 600 is 2,200. 1,800 minus 600 is 1,200. 1,200 minus 600 is 600. Then multiply na lang natin sa kanya-kanyang mga tons. Makukuha mo yung total gross profit. So basically, yan yung ating physical measure allocation. So, let's say halimbawa, i-journalize natin. Paano natin siya i-journalize? So, bago slide tayo. So, halimbawa, i-journalize natin siya. Unahin mong i-journalize yung joint cost. So, ang entry mo, work in process, chicken processing. Ito yung as joint cost muna. 5,400,000. Let's say various accounts na tayo. Various accounts. Magkakasama na dyan yung direct materials, direct labor, direct labor, and overhead. 5,400,000. And then kasunod natin, yung i-allocate natin ito. Yan. Ito i-journalize din natin yan. Yung mga allocated joint cost. So ngayon, itong 5,400,000, itinransfer na natin sa mga joint product. So bawat joint product, magkakaroon siya ng sariling work in process. Debit, work in process, breast, debit, work in process, ground, debit, work in process, whole. Tapos credit, work in process, chicken, processing. Yan. So kung ano yung lumabas sa ating computation ng allocated joint cost, yun yung ilalagay niya. So you have 2,280, you have 1,440, you have 1,680. Yan. So nailipat na natin yung joint cost sa kanya-kanya mga joint products. Okay? Tapos kung sakaling ipaprocess further natin siya, ito na yun. Magkakaroon ng additional entry ka dyan. So for the sake of discussion, atin lang muna siyang isama, no? Sa physical measure allocation natin. So dahil sabi ni Harry, hindi pa natin siya kayang ibenta kasi hindi pa siya ganun kataas ang marketability. I-process further pa natin siya. So pag pin-process further mo pa siya, madadagdagan yung work in process ng bawat product. So debit work in process, breast, that's equal to 3,800 tons times 100 pesos. So that is 380,000. Debit work in process, ground. So you have 2,400 times 100. That's 240,000. Then finally, work in process, pool. You have 2,800 times 60. So that is 168,000. Tapos, various accounts ulit. Magkakasama dyan yung ating direct materials, direct labor, tsaka overhead. Yan, para mabilis tayo. So, 788,000. So, kung halimbawa, kung pinrasos further siya, ito na yung bagong selling price niya. Yan. Yan na yung magiging sales mo. Tapos, ima-minus mo yung mga work in process para makuha yung cost of goods sold. Then, makukuha mo yung gross profit. Yung marketing cost naman natin, hindi mo muna yan i-record hanggat hindi pa nabebenta yung product. So, pag nabenta na yung product, di meron tayong marketing cost. So, in the meantime, wag na muna natin record. So, ito yung ating unang method, yung physical measure annotation. Titingnan nyo lang dyan is yung kanyang mga quantity in allocating your joint cost. So, you can do the first way, this one, i-divide mo muna. Tapos, makukuha mo yung per ton. And then, tsaka mo multiply kung ilang tonelada. Or you can do the other one, get the percentage. Kaya lang may chance ito na hindi ka mag-equal kasi may decimal. Pero ganun pa man, kung idediretso mo siya, edi ano rin yan, magiging whole amount. Okay, so either way, parehas lang naman siya ng kalalabasan. Then if you want to compute for the gross profit, kung physical measure allocation, ang joint cost mo lang ay binubuo ng, yung cost of goods sold mo lang, binubuo ng joint cost. Hindi kasama itong separate cost per ton if processed further. Kasi, ang assumption natin, dito, halimbawa, ibebenta na natin siya at split off. Pero kung hindi mo siya ibebenta at split off, kailangan mong i-record to. Kagaya niyan. So, napunta yan dito. So, yun. Dito natatapos yung lecture natin ng physical allocation method. Next video, didiscuss naman natin yung second method natin. Okay? So, I hope medyo nalinawan kayo about sa physical measure method. And ulitin nyo lang kung sakaling nagugulang pa din kayo. I'm sure makukuha nyo rin naman yun. So, again, galingan nyo si Pagod sa pag-aaral. Ingat kayo palagi. Bye-bye!